Councilmember Burgos.
Present.
Councilmember Holman.
Here.
Councilmember Miller.
Here.
Councilmember Tubbs.
Happily here.
Councilmember Zapian.
Present.
Vice Mayor Canepa.
Here.
And Mayor Silva.
Here.
From this council, I expect you to put aside your differences, whatever they may be. Stop all of this bickering back and forth.
He came up with an idea about taxes, and that's all it was, an idea, and he's trying to put it together, and you're going to attack him for trying to put it together.
Hi, my name is Dale Fritsch. I'm a recovering politician. Bullying is not okay. And those of you who that's your habit will now want to try to bully Fritchen, but I'm not running for office. I don't need donations from anyone. You can't bully me anymore, okay? You can't. And those of you who are being bullied, stand up for what you know is right.
I am not here to bash one plan and talk about another plan. They sort of have nothing to do with one another in a certain sense. One has been a long time coming, and it's a very comprehensive plan, and the other is a community initiative that I have endorsed, that I have supported, and there's no reason to think that in the future these two ideas can't be commingled so that the entire community benefits.
Mr. Mayor and council members, we are here today to present you what we call the Marshall Plan project. I would say, next to getting our fiscal house in order, this is probably the most important undertaking that we can fund or go after.
The single most effective deterrent to both fear, how we feel about our community, but also to crime itself, is a highly visible police presence. I know that because many studies have shown that, but it's just also been my experience. When we have more black and white patrol cars out on the streets, we will deter some crime.
What makes the most sense to do to get more cops on the street?
We have to constantly hire, and we will not slow down our hiring. So there is no magic formula, but what we do know is that the attrition has been slowing, and that's been a good sign for us. So we will begin to make up for it. But if hiring 70 to 75 personnel in 1 year, that's a lofty goal. That's a tall order for us, and we've been able to do it. But also recognize we have a certain amount of training capacity.
So are you telling me, sir, that you don't believe that if we tighten up the screws here in Stockton, as far as criminals are concerned, it's not going to better our community?
Right now, goal number one for Stockton is to put out the fire, to stop the violence. Down the road, dealing with the minor offenders and implementing, reinstituting the integrity throughout the criminal justice system and the community that you speak about has a place, but not today.
You are hoping to institute something that is relying on a large number of additional entities that have to do 100% or more of their areas of responsibility, or this doesn't work. The analogy would be, we want to field a baseball team, but Stockton can only put 3 players on the team.
I definitely support funding, continuing the stakeholder group, the Marshall Plan, and moving forward with this project. I think there is a lot here that is really good, and I think it does hold out a lot of promise of hope for our community.
Motion carries 6-1 with Mayor Silva dissenting.
I've been listening to the comments tonight. It's hard to tell how much of those comments were meant for me or other people, but I've been working with hundreds of elected officials in my career. I've been doing this a long time, and I have no problem working with any elected official because I'm a professional. But my job is to do the bidding of the majority of the council. The majority of the council gives me direction. And to the extent that if the council disagrees on something, there's a majority and a minority, I'm going to be doing things on behalf of the majority that may be be in disagreement with the minority. That's not being negative. That's not ego. That's doing my job.